Hello, today we are going to discuss about the condition of free fall or freely falling body. Today we are going to discuss about the free fall or freely falling body. The motion of a body falling freely under the effect of gravity alone with constant acceleration is known as free fall. The motion of a body under the effect of gravity alone with the constant acceleration is known as free fall. That means when a body is dropped from certain height, এতিয়া বডিটো কিয় ৰখি আছে কাৰণ বডিটো মই ধৰি আছো এনেকৈ বডিটো ধৰি আছো if I drop the body here from here the body falls in the downward direction. Why? Because earth attracts the body towards its center and that force is called the force of gravity. এই ফোর্সটোক আমি weight of the body বুলিও ক'ব পাৰোঁ যেতিয়া এটা বডি মই সাৰ্টেন হাইটৰ পৰা এৰি দিম বডিটো তলৰ ফালে পৰে এইটো ডিউ টু weight of the body or due to force of gravity. ইয়াত কিন্তু আৰু এটা ফোর্স আহে আৰু এটা কনসিডারেশন আহে আমাৰ এয়াৰৰ কি আছে এয়াৰ মিডিয়াম আছে নহয় এয়াৰ মিডিয়ামে তোমাক কি কৰে আমাৰ এয়াৰ মিডিয়াম আছে এয়াৰ মিডিয়ামে তোমাক কি কৰে জানানে এয়াৰ মিডিয়ামে ৰেজিষ্টিভ ফোর্স দিয়ে আমি এয়াৰ মিডিয়ামৰ ৰেজিষ্টিভ ফোর্সটো কনসিডাৰ কৰা নাই তোমালোকে চাবাচোন ফেন এখন সুইচ অফ কৰি দিবা কিছু সময়ৰ পিছত ফেনখন ৰখি যায় কিয় ৰখি যায় ডিউ টু ৰেজিষ্টিভ নেচাৰ অফ দ্য এয়াৰ মিডিয়াম when a fan is switched off the fan comes to rest due to resistance of the air medium. If we neglect the presence of air medium then when a body falls freely then it falls freely due to force of gravity alone. If the height of the body is not much large, then we may assume that the force of gravity and its acceleration due to attraction of the earth nearly remains constant and it is taken as 9.8. Since G always act downward, G can be taken as positive along the downward direction. Okay? Can you remember what is the force of gravity? So, এইটো এটা টাৱাৰ এটা আছে এইটো টাৱাৰ এটা আছে this is the tower. From the height of the tower, from the top of the tower, I drop the body. Drop the body means initial velocity 0. And this is the surface of the earth. This is the surface of the earth. That means this body is attracted towards the center of the earth or towards the surface of the earth. Actually, we should call towards the center of the earth. With what force? That force is called force of gravity. It is capital G, capital M, small m divided by r square. Capital G means universal gravitational constant. Capital M means mass of the earth. Small m means mass of the body. What is capital R? It is the radius of the earth. Normally, this is the earth. This is the earth. This is the center of the earth. So this is the radius. That means if I drop the bodies from here and if this height is not much larger, then we may neglect this edge. That means under that situation, distance between center of the earth and center of the body can be taken as capital R. So under this situation, we are getting. So this is called force of gravity. It is the force with which this body is attracted towards the center of the earth. Now if we apply the Newton's second law, we get F is equal to ma, m mass of the body and G is the acceleration which is produced by the force of gravity. F is equal to ma, a is the acceleration. I call this is small g. This is acceleration acting on the body due to the force of gravity. So if I cut this to m, that means what is acceleration? acceleration due to gravity becomes this. This is called acceleration due to force of gravity. I think এইটো তোমালোকে already পাই আহিছা. This acceleration is constant হয় because g is constant, universal gravitational constant. M is the mass of the body, r is the radius of the body. These are all constant. Therefore, its value is constant, which is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, that means this is constant. Therefore, in our language, it is said that the g is constant or force of gravity is constant if this height is not much larger. Actually, what happens? As the height of the body increases, as we move above the surface of the earth, and height is slightly higher, say 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer from the surface of the earth, so under that situation, acceleration due to gravity decreases. Itu tumaloko gravitation chapter to porabo. If we take a body from the surface of the earth to a height of the order of 900 meter, 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer like that, so under that situation, g gradually decreases. G gradually decreases. Okay? G gradually decreases. So therefore they say that, here our line of the question, if the height of the body is not much larger, we may assume that force of gravity and its acceleration due to the attraction of the earth nearly remains constant, and it is taken as 9.8 meter per second square. Etu buji paisa tomaloke? Since g is always downward, g can be taken as positive along the downward direction. That means আমি কি কৰিছো জানানে এইটো হাইটৰ পৰা বডিটো ৰিলিজ কৰিছিলো নহয়, এইটো হাইটৰ পৰা এই ডাইৰেকশ্যনটোক মই পজিটিভ ডাইৰেকশ্যন বুলি কনচিডাৰ কৰিছো. তাৰমানে ইফালে মই এক্স এক্সিছ লৈছো, ইফালে মই পজিটিভ ৱাই এক্সিছ লৈছো, আৰু এইটো মোৰ ইনিচিয়েল পইণ্ট, এইটোত মই কি কৰিছো, এইটো অৰিজিন পালোঁ. So this is the height traveled by the body. What is the initial velocity of the body? 0. So therefore, if I use this equation, s is equal to ut plus half at square, what I get? H is equal to 0 into t plus half gt square. Therefore, h is equal to half gt square. So if this is the situation, this is the expression of height, this is the expression of the distance traveled by the body during the free fall. H is equal to half gt square. So h is equal to half gt square. So what is t? T is square root of twice h by g. This is called time of free fall or time of descent, descent. This is the time taken by the body to fall through this height. You just see one term, g is independent of mass of the body, mass of the freely falling body. This g is independent of mass of freely falling body, we already know. And t is also independent of mass of freely falling body. Therefore, all bodies, whatever be the mass, take the same time to fall through this distance. So here g2 independent of mass or time of descent to tomar ki hoise independent of mass of freely falling body. g2 independent of mass of freely falling body, etu mass of the earth hekene constant, it is independent of mass of freely falling body. So yato tomar ki hoise time to independent of mass of freely falling body, hekene all the bodies whatever be the mass take the same time to reach the ground from the same height or from the same position. Therefore it is said like this. So since g is independent of mass of the body, since G is always downward. G can be taken as positive along the downward direction. Again, since G is independent of mass of the body, hence feather and iron ball dropped from the same height in vacuum reach the ground simultaneously. The feather মানে চৰাইৰ পাখি, আইৰন বলৰ মাছ চৰাইৰ পাখিতকৈ বহুত বেছি, কিন্তু if they drop from the same height, they will reach the ground exactly at the same time. So these are the conditions of freely falling body. Now, if I drop the body from this point, the body falls in a downward direction with an acceleration. So if I consider a coordinate system here, say this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is the origin, this is the positive y-axis, this is the positive x-axis. That means the motion of body in the downward direction can be taken as positive. Motion of the body in the downward direction can be taken as positive. So under that condition, what are the equation of motion? We already get a equation V is equal to U plus AT. From this equation we get V is equal to GT. Why V is equal to GT? Because U is 0. For the free fall, initial velocity is equal to 0. For the condition of free fall, initial velocity is equal to 0. Okay, so therefore we get V is equal to GT. There is another expression, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So if I put U is equal to 0, so H is equal to U into T plus half GT square. So from this equation we get H is equal to half GT square. There is another equation, third equation, V square is equal to U square plus twice AS. U is 0 here, so V square is equal to twice GH. So this is the third equation of free fall. That means if a body falls freely from certain height, what are the equations of motion? V is equal to GT, H is equal to half GT square, and V square is equal to twice GH. There is another equation, fourth equation. Can you remember the fourth equation? Fourth equation is a distance traveled during the nth second. U plus A by 2. Yes or no? Twice n minus 1. So if I write this equation, S nth is equal to, it is 0 plus G by 2 twice n minus 1. That means S nth, distance traveled, but distance falls during the nth second of its motion is equal to G by 2 twice n minus 1. So this is the fourth equation of motion. Now, if we draw these equations, if we draw the acceleration versus time graph, so therefore it will be like this. Because why it is a straight line parallel to time axis? Because acceleration of a freely falling body remains constant and it equal to 9.8 meter per second square. What is acceleration of a freely falling body? It is constant, 9.8 meter per second square. So whatever be the time, acceleration of a freely falling body always remains constant. Therefore, we get this graph. Okay? Acceleration is constant. What is the equation? V is equal to GT. That means if I draw velocity of a freely falling body with respect to time, if we draw the velocity of a freely falling body with respect to time, what is the equation of motion? This is the equation of motion. Okay, this velocity of freely falling body, this is the time. It is a straight line inclined to time axis. Can you remember one condition? The slope of velocity time graph gives acceleration. Slope of velocity time graph. So you just measure this angle. You take the tan theta of the angle. We will get the acceleration due to gravity. We will get the G. Because the slope of velocity time graph gives the acceleration. You calculate the slope of this straight line. You calculate the slope of this straight line. We are getting the acceleration due to gravity. I mean, G value to come. Okay? Then what is this equation? H is equal to half gt square. That means the distance traveled in the downward direction of a freely falling body with respect to time is given by this. H is equal to half gt square. So this is actually equation of parabola. Maths pohabo equation of parabola to H is equal to half gt square hole. H is equal to half gt square hole. It is equation of parabola hoy. H proportional to t square hoy na. It is a parabolar equation buli koy. Hekane amar equation to ki hobo? Equation to enuka hobo. H to enuka parabolically vary kori. But if we see our textbook, then you just see they have taken A is equal to minus G or minus 9.8 meter per second square. In the page number 49 of your NCERT textbook, they also derived this equation. V is equal to minus GT. Y is equal to minus half GT square. V square is minus GY. কিন্তু আমি ইকুয়েশন বিলাক কেনেকৈ লিখিছিলোঁ? আমাৰ ইকুয়েশন বিলাক কেনেকুৱা আছে? আমাৰ ইকুয়েশন বিলাক প্লাস আছিল। তোমালোকে চোৱা, আমাৰ ইকুয়েশন বিলাক প্লাস আছিল। আমি লিখিছিলোঁ v is equal to gt, আমি লিখিলোঁ h is equal to half gt square আৰু v square is equal to twice gh। কিন্তু আমাৰ NCERT টেক্সটবুকখনত কি দিয়া আছে? NCERT টেক্সটবুকখনত দিয়া আছে চোৱা, v is equal to minus g, y is equal to minus half gt square and v square is minus gy। y মানে ইয়াৰ ডিসপ্লেসমেন্ট দিছে, আমি h বুলি দিছোঁ। এটো কিয় হৈছে এনেকুৱা? আমি নরমালি কি কৰিছিলোঁ? আমি এইটো x axis, this is the point from which, this is the height of the tower, this is the point from which the body is falls. I drop the body from this point. This is the highest point. This is a tower. This is a tower from which the body falls. This is the surface of the earth. This is the surface of the earth. So we consider this is x-axis, this is positive y-axis. That means we consider motion of body in downward direction as positive y-axis. আমি বডিটো যিফালে মুভ কৰিছে সেই মোশনটোক আমি পজিটিভ ওয়াই এক্সিস বুলি কৈছিলোঁ। সেইকাৰণে আমাৰ ইয়াত জিটো পজিটিভ হৈছে। কিন্তু এনচিইআৰটি টেক্সটবুকত কি কৰিছে? এইটো হাইট অফ দ্য টাৱাৰ নহয়, ইয়াৰ পৰা বডিটো ফল কৰিছে। দে উইল টেক দ্য কোঅৰ্ডিনেট সিস্টেম লাইক দিছ। So this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Therefore here G comes out to be minus 9.8 meter per second square. That means if you consider this coordinate system, then V is equal to minus GT, H is equal to minus half GT square and V square is equal to minus twice GH. We are getting these equations. If you consider these equations, so what is the velocity time, what is the acceleration time graph? Acceleration time graph will be like this. What is the velocity time graph? Velocity time graph of a freely falling body is like this. Because G comes out to be negative. What is the displacement time graph? This is the displacement, this is time, so it will be like this. It will be like this. This is the velocity time graph, this is the displacement time graph. Okay? কিন্তু আমি কেনেকুৱা পাইছোঁ? আমি ডাউনৱাৰ্ড মোশনটো পজিটিভ বুলি কৈছোঁ। ডাউনৱাৰ্ড মোশনটো পজিটিভ বুলি কোৱাৰ কাৰণে এইটো এক্সিলাৰেশ্যন টাইম গ্ৰাফ, এইটো ভেলোচিটি টাইম গ্ৰাফ আৰু এইটো ডিসপ্লেসমেন্ট টাইম গ্ৰাফ। এটা তুমি এটা কুৱেশ্যন সুধিব পাৰা, আমি কিতাপৰটো কিয় কনচিডাৰ কৰা নাই? নৰ্মেলি ডাইৰেকশ্যন অফ মোশন সেইটো তুমি নিজে প্ৰিফাৰ কৰি ল'ব পাৰা, কোনটো ডাইৰেকশ্যন পজিটিভ, কোনটো ডাইৰেকশ্যন নেগেটিভ। Whenever we solve some numericals of a freely falling body, we always take G to be constant, G to be positive. তোমালোকেও ক্লাছ 9ত যেতিয়া কিবা নিউমাৰিকেল কৰিছা ফ্ৰীলি ফলিং বডিৰ ডাউনৱাৰ্ড মোশ্যনটো পজিটিভ লৈছা, আমি ডাউনৱাৰ্ড মোশ্যনটো পজিটিভ লওঁ আৰু আপৱাৰ্ড মোশ্যনটো নিগেটিভ লওঁ। আপৱাৰ্ড মোশ্যনটো কিয় নিগেটিভ লওঁ? ৱেন ইউ থ্ৰ' এ বডি ভাৰ্টিকেলি আপৱাৰ্ড, সেইটো ৰিটাৰ্ডেড বুলি নকওঁ জানো? ৱেন এ বডি ইজ থ্ৰ' ইন আপৱাৰ্ড ডাইৰেকশ্যন, ভেলচিটি অফ দ্য বডি গ্ৰেজুৱেলি ডিক্ৰিজেছ। আমি তাৰমানে আমি আপৱাৰ্ড মোশ্যনটো নিগেটিভ লওঁ আৰু ডাউনৱাৰ্ড মোশ্যনটো পজিটিভ লওঁ নৰ্মেলি নিউমাৰিকেলবিলাক ছল্ভ কৰা। চ' সেইকাৰণে সেইটো বস্তু চিমিলাৰিটি ৰাখিবৰ কাৰণে মই মোৰ নোটছত বা ইন লট অফ ৰেফাৰেঞ্চ বুকছ দে হেভ ড্ৰন দিছ গ্ৰাফ। ইয়াত আৰু এটা খুব ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট বস্তু আছে, এইটো এক্সাম্পল নম্বৰ 3.6, Galileo's law of odd number. The distance traveled during equal interval of time. Distance traveled during equal interval of time by a body falling from rest stand to one another in the same ratio as the odd number beginning with unity 1:3:5:7. This is called Galileo's odd number. The distance traveled. Now we want to prove the Galileo's odd number. Okay, from this point I drop the body. This is the height of the tower. Time taken from here to here, capital T. Time taken from here to here, capital T. Time taken from here to here, capital T. Okay, that means time taken from here to here, capital T. Time taken from here to here, twice capital T. Time taken from here to here, 3 capital T. I call another point D, and time taken from here to here is 4 capital T, and so on. And this is the surface of the earth. Okay, so what is the distance traveled in the time 0 to T? H1 is equal to 0 into T plus half GT squared. So H1 is half GT squared. We are using the equation S is UT plus half AT squared. So what is distance traveled in the time 0 to twice T? H2 is equal to 0 into twice T plus half G twice T whole square. So we are getting this. So what is distance traveled in the time 0 to 3T? H3 is equal to 0 into 3T plus half G 3T whole square. So H3 is equal to, we are getting this. So 3T whole square means 90 square. So what is distance traveled in the time 0 to 4T? So H4 is equal to 0 into 4T plus half G 4T whole square. 4T whole square means 16T square. So therefore, distance traveled in the time 0 to T, I call it S1. S1 is equal to H1 is half GT square. What is distance traveled in the time T to twice T? What is distance traveled in the time T? 0 to T. It is H1. What is distance traveled in the time 0 to twice T? It is H2. What is distance traveled in the time 0 to twice T? It is H2. So therefore, what is distance traveled in the time T to twice T? It is H2 is equal to S2 is equal to H2 minus H1. If I do this, then S2 is 3/2 GT square. So what is distance traveled in the time twice T to 3T? S3 is equal to H3 minus H2. I put the values, I will get 5/2 GT square. What is distance traveled 3T to 4T? 0 to 3T H3, 0 to 4T H4. Therefore S4 is H4 minus H3 is equal to 7/2 GT square. So therefore, what is S1 is to S2 is to S3 is to S4. So you put the values, half GT square, 3/2 GT square, 5/2 GT square, and 7/2 GT square. Then GT square get cancel, half get cancel. So what is S1 is to S2 is to S3 is equal to S4 is to 1 is to 3 is to 5 is to 7. This is the Galileo's odd number. Okay, therefore ratio of the distance traveled by a freely falling body in equal successive intervals of time is 1:3:5:7. So this is called Galileo's odd number.